Playoffs. Playoffs. Yes, indeed, it is playoff time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Spring 2023 first round playoff stream for the Valorant season. I am your fellow WIHSEA commentator, Andrew Czysz Jr. Please be taking you through today's matchup between number 9 seed Baraboo Thunderbirds and number 8 seed Reedsburg Beavers. A grudge match in the works. I'll get more on that in a moment. But yeah, this will be my first playoff match that I've casted since Rocket League State on March 18th. So about a little over 2 months since I've casted a playoff game. I am excited. This is my 29th playoff game all time. I've had 58 for the regular season, so do the math there, and that's how many I have in total. All right, enough bickering about that. Let's get into notes for today's matchup. It'll be happening at 4:15, but I have started the stream early because I want to break down my playoff predictions that I just whipped up. No kidding, like 15 or 10-15 minutes ago. All right, so let's look at the notes for today's matchup, starting with the Baraboo Thunderbirds. Both teams are in Division 2. Players consist for the Thunderbirds: Ben, Gaming W Blocks. He's a Platinum 2. Hayden, it's Doggo's Rock is a Gold 1. Cranky High Def is a Gold 2. Caleb Velo is a Gold 3. And Malachi, who is Zorp 64, Gold 3. Spring 2023 stats for Baraboo: 5-3 overall, 76 and 55 round differential, as you might have heard on the morning announcements if you're at Horlick, or if you looked at the social media streams. Social media posts, I should say. 9th seed in Division 2 playoffs for Baraboo. They defeated Union Grove 13-1 in Week 1. Defeated Jefferson 13-3 in Week 2. Defeated Two Rivers 13-1 in Week 3. Lost to Fox Valley Lutheran 8-13 in Week 4. Lost to Grafton 3-13 in Week 5. Defeated Reedsburg 13-9 in Week 6. Made a mistake saying it was Week 7 that this happened. It's actually Week 6. My apologies, but still, this will be the main focus of today's match. The main storyline is being built. Nonetheless, though, they lost to Seymour 0-13 in Week 7, and they defeated Mount Horeb 13-2 to get some momentum back in their favor. Home and away stats for the Thunderbirds: they are 0-1 as home, but 5-2 as away. Velo is the top fragger and average combat score person for the Thunderbirds. He has an average combat score of 335.43, a KDR of 1.34, and 1 plant. Gaming W Blocks 308 combat score, 1.21 KDR, 4 plants. Cranky High Def 189.13 average combat score, 0.99 KD. Same amount of plants as Gaming W Blocks. It's Doggo's Rock 151.63 average combat score, KDR of 0.92. Same amount of plants as the previous two teammates. And Zorp 64 131.5 average combat score and 0.9 KDR. And total plants 3. Moving on to Reedsburg. Players consist of Ethan Astra, their captain, Silver 3. Queen Iris could not find a rank. London Mr. Dead, he is a Platinum 3. Avery, Swaggy Avery, is a Bronze 2. And Brody, the universe is fake. Luckily, he's not like Kyrie and thinks it's flat. Is a Silver 1. Spring 2023 stats: 4-3 overall record, 75 and 53 round differential. So almost the exact same resume as Baraboo, but a little bit different. 8th seed in Division 2 playoffs. They defeated New London 13-0 in Week 1. Defeated Wisconsin Lutheran 13-6 in Week 2. Defeated Wilmot 13-4 in Week 3. Lost to Port Washington 10-13 in Week 4. Lost to West De Pere 4-13 in Week 5. Defeated Slinger 13-4 in Week 6. And they lost to Baraboo 9-13. Was it Week 7? Hold on, let me confirm that, because I have it listed differently on the spreadsheet here. I'm just gonna go on the website real quick. Give me a second. I want to make sure I got this right. So Division 2, Baraboo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it is Week 6. So that did happen in Week 6. Sorry for not fixing that. So yeah, the loss to Baraboo happened in Week 6. Home and away stats for the Beavers: 2-3 as home, 2-0 as away, and no player stats for the Beavers at this time. With these notes out of the way, this matchup is the definition of a grudge match. literally could go to any one of these teams, because you can make the argument that Baraboo is going to win this again because 1, they've already played against Reedsburg. 2, they've beaten them. 3, look at their home record as opposed to, or actually, wait. No, that's going to go against my point that I was going to make. Disregard the home and away stats. I was going a different route with that. But, yeah, if you just base it, maybe you can base it off the records as well. I mean, look at Baraboo's team. The ranks are gold and plat. And Reedsburg's ranks are all over the place. But the ranks don't tell the entire story of these players. And that's the thing I want to stress as well. Because you can have a team of silvers, but they can be really, really good. So, I mean, obviously for purposes, ranks could be better in some aspects. I mean, they could prove that the player is good, but I'm saying most of these players don't spend their time in rank too much. Maybe they just go in the custom games and play around with each other, try to come up with strategies. But there is some teams that play ranked to warm up as well, or they go in unrated, which is another mode that they might choose to go. And you can make the argument for Reedsburg that they are under duress here. Their backs are against the wall, and they've had time to really recuperate and strategize what they're going to do against the Thunderbirds when it's higher stakes, as they had a week 8 bye. So they had some time to talk things over before this playoff matchup happened. Obviously, they didn't know like that far in advance that they would be playing Baraboo, but they had some time from the day the brackets were revealed to now to really sink this in and strategize as much as possible. But ultimately, I think Baraboo is going to come out on top, and it's going to be a lot closer than the first matchup. I'm going to give a score prediction of Baraboo 13, Reedsburg 11, I could totally see this game going to like a potential overtime. If that's the case, then I might push for Reedsburg in a 14-12 scenario, because they're going to be relentless as possible here. But I think if Reedsburg starts out strong, they have a better chance of winning. Obviously, you can say that for any team, but especially Reedsburg. If they get an early jump onto the Thunderbirds, that's going to cause the Thunderbirds to lose their confidence a little bit, and Reedsburg is finally going to crack the code and possibly send the Thunderbirds packing after they lost to them in the regular season. So this is a toss-up matchup for sure, but I'm going to stick with Baraboo 13-10. Alright, so let's go over to the playoff brackets right now, so we have a little bit of time. That is the Valorant capture. Alright, new scene. Here we go. Alright, so if you were not aware, the playoff brackets have been posted on WIHSEA.leaguespot.gg for all 3 Valorant divisions, and they're under the division tab. So Division 1's playoff bracket, obviously under the Division 1 tab, and so on. So looking at Division 1, Park has already advanced to the quarterfinals via a forfeit from Greenfield, as they only had 3 players active for today, and Park's players did not want any part of that 3v5 because they viewed it wouldn't be fun, and I agree with that statement. So to get my playoff predictions out here for you. So for quarterfinals, I'm expecting to see Waukesha South taking on the Park Panthers. Sheboygan North is a well-rounded team as well, but I just think Waukesha South is going to have the upper edge there, and it's going to pull off a little bit of an upset in terms of Valorant. This is Rocket League, of course, and there would be no upset for Waukesha South, but I think Waukesha South is going to win against Sheboygan North. I think this matchup is going to be really close. I think it's going to be, I keep saying like 13-10, 13-11 for some of these, but this is just how it goes. But I'm going to say 13-8 for a score prediction there. Another one I expect to see, Bayport and Horlick. Although Preble does have a good chance of winning this matchup, don't let the record fool you. They are a sneaky good team. Our beloved color commentator Henry will be playing for Preble today against Bayport, so we wish him the best luck. And Horlick will be playing against Arrowhead today. I wish my partner in crime Blaze luck. So I expect to see Bayport and Horlick be the second quarterfinal match. Simply because Bayport has shown that they are a little bit more consistent this time around. Previous seasons they've been a little bit shaky, but I think they're going to stay consistent, at least for now, and make it to the quarterfinals. And Horlick under an urgency to get to state again after being upset by WIHSEA South. I mean, it was a little expected, but you know, I always want to see Horlick do well, so I think they're gonna make another run to get to state and hopefully potentially win this time around. But Bayport Horlick, the second quarterfinal matchup, I see happening. I see Case and WIHSEA West happening as well. Now Case we haven't seen on stream since all the way back in week 2, but they have been consistently good as well. Excuse me. And they could make a run for the playoffs. WIHSEA West again, a team that's good but not great. I mean, we saw them on stream lose to Park, and you know it's tough to beat a team like Park. Nobody beat Park in the regular season, so WIHSEA West putting up 4 rounds in that matchup against Park. I think it was a week 5 varsity matchup. But WIHSEA West has showing capabilities of beating teams. They just need to make sure they finish the job against the good teams. They'll beat Middleton, but I'm not sure if they're going to beat Case. I think Case pulls out the upset here, and the quarterfinal match that they have. But we'll get to the results of the rest of those in just a moment. Final quarterfinal matchup, I see Watertown and Oak Creek. Oak Creek we've seen on stream has been phenomenal. Watertown's also been doing their thing as well, so I expect them both to move to the quarterfinals. So semifinal matchups I see happening. Horlick versus Park. Yes, I think this is going to happen because Park is going to handle WIHSEA South, and I think Horlick is going to handle the job against Bayport. Now, the Bayport match, that is going to be very close. I see that one totally going into overtime. I see Horlick winning that 14-12. And then the second semifinal matchup, Case 7 seed against Oak Creek 3 seed. I think Oak Creek is going to topple Case because Oak Creek has Case's number in playoffs for WIHSEA. If you remember back to the spring 2022 Rocket League playoffs in that Division 1 semifinal that me and X-Ray casted, Oak Creek shocked Case. They did, and I think that's going to happen again. So I think it's a safe bet to say that Oak Creek is going to go into the semifinals with Case, and I think Oak Creek is going to win that 2-1, and then back to the Horlick and Park semifinal. I think Horlick is going to win that one 2-1. That's going to be close as well. Either or, Horlick or Park could make it to state. It's could make it to the grand final at state. It could be pretty interchangeable. And the grand final I have down number 4 Horlick taking on number 3 Oak Creek, and I think Horlick's going to win that one 2-1. So close for Division 1. Let's go on to Division 2 real quick. So we go League Home. Glad I got the time to do this here because most of these matches are already in progress. So Division 2 quarterfinal matchups I see happening. Number 9 Baraboo and number 1 West Salem. Number 5 Shawano taking on number 4 Seymour. Number 7 Elkhorn taking on number 2 Grafton, and number 6 Port Washington taking on number 3 Fox Valley. So yeah, I think Shawano and Seymour is going to be the far more interesting one. Oh boy, is that them already inviting me? All right. Yeah, let me finish these up real quick. So semifinal matchups: number 4 seed Seymour versus number 1 seed West Salem. And then number 3, Fox Valley taking on number 2, Grafton. Those are the matchups I have for semis. I have West Salem winning 2-1 over Seymour, and then I have Grafton winning 2-0 over Fox Valley. I think Grafton's going to make a strong push. As we saw on stream against Port Washington, they are a relentless team, especially Iron Warrior. So I expect big things from Grafton. Grand final for Division 2, I have Grafton taking on West Salem, and I think Grafton is going to topple over West Salem, make a run. Because I would like to see some new high school win one of the divisions for this Valorant season. All right. Then we'll go over to Division 3 real quick. I will just have to mention these when the video game capture is on. So we'll go that. Because they're inviting me to the party. Alright, there we go. Alright, I think I can flip over to the bracket again. Only one of the teams are. Okay, so Division 3 quarterfinal matches I see happening. Lake Mills versus Freedom. Number 5 Valders versus number 4 Williams Bay. Number 7 Edgewood versus number 2 Durand, Arkansas. Number 6 Watoma versus number 3 Walden. That Lake Mills and Nakusa matchup is gonna be quite the toss-up. I genuinely don't know what team is gonna win that. I think it could go either way. I just favor Lake Mills because they're the higher seed. Valders and Williams Bay. That's gonna be a good quarterfinal matchup. All right, and then Edgewood, Durand, Arkansas. That might go in the favor of Durand, Arkansas. And then Watoma versus Walden. That should be an interesting matchup. So the teams I have moving to state for the semifinals: number 4 Williams Bay versus number 1 Freedom, and then number 3 Walden and number 2 Durand, Arkansas. These semifinal matches are going to be bangers if these are the matchups that actually happen. So Williams Bay and Freedom, I have Freedom winning that 2-1. That's going to be a lot closer than people think. When it's a 4 seed against a 1 seed, I think that's going to be a lot closer. I think both teams, I think Freedom is going to get the first one, and Williams Bay is going to bounce back at the second one, and then late in the game, Freedom is going to clutch up and get the win to advance to grand finals. And then for the second semifinal matchup for Walden and Durand, Arkansas, I think Walden and Durand are going to go back and forth as well. I think Durand, Arkansas might get the first win, and then I think Walden is going to win the next 2. I think that's what's going to happen. As we saw on stream, Walden was extremely good against Valders. They were doing everything they could. Despite that Firelog ace, though, Walden had Valders pretty much locked down there. So against the lesser known competition, Walden is phenomenal, but we will see down the stretch how good they can be against better competition. Better competition via records, because there are 3 teams in this division that are 8-0. Freedom, Durand, Arkansas, and Walden. I have all of them making it to semifinals. In the grand final, number 3 Walden against number 1 Freedom. I think Walden is going to get the win. It's going to be a gutsy one, but it's going to happen. Walden is going to be Division 3 champs. They're going to beat Freedom 2-1. And this one will probably be back and forth as well. The rounds will definitely be close. I think there's going to be a 3-round gap between each win that is going to be seen. What I mean by that is that every match is going to end in a 13-10 score. So we'll say, for example, that Walden's going to win the first game 13-10, and then Freedom's going to win the second game 13-10, and then Walden's going to come back around and win that as well. 13-10, that is. And yeah, that's pretty much my rapid fire predictions for the Valorant Playoffs. So in all here, I have Horlick taking Division 1, Grafton taking Division 2, and Walden taking Division 3. Hoping to see most of my picks be right. When I did Rocket League, that thing was absolutely destroyed, I think, once the first round ended. So hopefully this one sticks around for a little while. About 8 minutes until game time. If you're just tuning in, this is the first round playoff matchup for the spring 2023 Valorant season. Today on stream, we have number 9 seed Baraboo Thunderbirds taking on number 8 seed Reedsburg Beavers in a grudge match from all the way back in week 6, where Baraboo beat Reedsburg 13-9. Reedsburg looks to seek revenge, while Baraboo looking to keep their number on the Beavers. Thought I have more time for filler. Went to prom on Saturday. It was great. I got interviewed by Rotary, and I got to do a little bit of a finger point to the camera with my index finger, of course. Did like a movie star point. It was pretty cool. It was came out pretty smooth. So I'm glad I was able to do that. Got some good pictures with my friends as well. Just got to hang out, talk to a bunch of people. It was great. Nice peaceful experience. And then within the last few days since I've been on here streaming, I announced a baseball game for Horlick. That was against Case last Thursday. That one was great. We won 7-6 over Case. I'll give you a quick breakdown of what happened in case you haven't heard the story. Give me 1 second. So the final result of the game was obviously the Rebels winning 7-6 over Case, like I previously mentioned. There was a few key plays that happened. Some walks, some solo home run, wild pitch, and just good base hits as well. One of the players for Horlick was great on the outfield. He had 3 catches in the right field that were right place, right time. And mind you, this was a night game, so this was in the bright prime time lights, and it was great. It was a great atmosphere. Glad I could add to it, and I'm just overall glad that I could make it to that game, despite it being at nighttime when I'm usually busy. And yeah, everything was just clicking for Horlick, and that's what ended up winning them the game. And sometimes you just gotta stick to your P's and Q's, and just, you know, the saying is consistency is key, and that's something that I live by, and I think that's something that most sports teams should live by, unless if, you know, something's not working, obviously change it. But if you have something that you know that can work, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and consistency is key. That's all I have to say. Alright, about 4 minutes until scheduled game time. Reedsburg is the only team in, still waiting on Baraboo. And it looks like Reedsburg has chosen their side attacking. And the map choice is Ascent. And in case if you're wondering what the rules and regulations are for the Valorant Playoffs, it's going to work a little bit similarly to Smash, except the game isn't Smash, it's Valorant. I'll get to Smash Bros in a second. But for playoffs, only maps currently available in the Valorant rotation are eligible for playoffs. Higher seed is responsible for making the game lobby. Lower seed gets to ban 2 maps, and the high seed gets to pick the map from the remaining pool and side selection. Looks like we're going to get Baraboo in here. Yeah, so back to Smash. I was going back and cycling through the clips of my commentary as well as Henry's that was in my phone from many months ago, and I decided to combine them all into a montage. Now, here's the exciting thing. Once I'm done here with WIHSEA, I will be creating a bunch of graphics highlighting what I've done for the organization, as well as montages to highlight the best moments from my casting, Henry's casting, as well as X-Ray's casting if I can. I didn't really cast much with X-Ray outside of a few JV games, so I'll have to muster up something to get him included in that. But yeah, stay tuned for that stuff. That'll most likely be coming out sometime in the summer before I start Carthage. And that'll be when I'm in the midst of doing baseball announcing for the Racine Kiwanis team. My tenure with Horlick's baseball team is going to be ending this Thursday. That'll be my last game. They play Park. They play Park today, which I can't be there for, obviously because of playoffs for here. I can be there tomorrow for the second game of the series, and then Thursday, third game of the series on senior night. Got 12 people watching the stream. All right, looks like everybody's in. All right, looks like we're gonna be starting things out. Reedsburg will be your attackers, while Baraboo will be your defenders. You see Arena, Brimstone, Killjoy, Sky, and a Gecko from Baraboo. Haven't seen Gecko. It looks like Velo's going to switch. Oh, not going to switch to Jet. Going to double down with Arena. We're going to see a Gecko with Zorp. First time in a while. I think since Gonzalez on Horlick's JV Gray team. Rock is going to go with Killjoy. Brimstone's going to be picked by Gaming with Blocks. Sky is going to be picked by Cranky High Def. On the side of Reedsburg, Sky, Neon, Jet, Killjoy, and a Harbor. Interesting combination for Reedsburg. As they, at this point, they might just be throwing everything to the wall and hoping it sticks in order to stick it to Baraboo in this matchup. As it's high stakes here. It's winner go home. Best of one. First team to win 13 rounds will advance to the quarterfinal next week. The winner of this one will either take on West Salem or Mount Horeb, I believe. Round one is going to begin in a matter of seconds. Cranky High Def looking blind all of Reedsburg. Blinds a few members.
Coming through. Gotta go.
Neon's going to put up some barriers. Universe is not going to get Cranky High Def. Velo's going to get dead. Fast firing round for Baraboo. Start things out. Swaggy Avery's gonna get blinded. Oh, looks like we got a DC. Okay, Astra's back. Astra's gonna get Velo. Wow, right after a DC, something like that happens. Way to go, Astra. That'll get some confidence back, for sure. Cranky High Def is going to play mid cubby. He's going to look to scope out. Oh, it's Swaggy. Oh, what a nice pick from Swaggy there. Avery showing why it's got some swag.
Found them.
Rock is going to be in mid-market. He's going to get spotted, though. Gaming with Blocks going to get Swaggy. It's a 3v2 in favor of
10 seconds left.
Baraboo. Oh,
one enemy
Gaming
remaining.
with Blocks gets Astra. It's a 3v1.
Spike
King
planted.
Paul gonna be planting. Oh, and Gaming with Blocks gonna finish with a 3K. And Baraboo is gonna take round 1. Good round win for Baraboo. Unfortunate DC on the side of Reedsburg. Kind of disoriented with their strategy. But they kept it marginally close in that first round. But ultimately the Thunderbirds came out on top with that one. We're gonna see King Paul have that the spike. The siege in me is just screaming diffuser. Elo's gonna be using the sniper. Zorp's gonna get blinded. It's gonna launch a wingman though. Multiple wingmen on the field for Zorp. Suburban Smoke is gonna create some separation here in A site. Swaggy Avery firing some shots into the smoke, not gonna do anything. Cranky gets 2, does not get 3 as dead. It's gonna make sure Cranky is dead. He's on the floor. Oh, Swaggy can't finish the job as Doggos Rock. It's gonna get him with the Spectre. King Paul trying to plant, Gaming with Blocks, sniffs him out.
B.
A 1v4 situation for Dead. He might be living up to his name, and he is. Gaming with Blocks gets a wallbang onto Dead, and Baraboo jumping out with a 2-0 lead to start things out. Reedsburg is going to have to muster up something big here, as they can't let Baraboo just have this game as it's playoff time. Stakes are increasingly higher now. King Paul going to aim in. Try to look for a shot for a moment. Frankie's Hawk is going to blind one member of Reedsburg. Frankie gets concussed. Oh, he enters a gunfight with Dead. Dead's gonna get Cranky. Doggos Rock gonna get King Paul. Dead is gonna get Dogs Rocco. It's a 3v3 situation. Dead's gonna look to plant. Oh, Orbital Strike coming down. That's gonna do some damage. It's a 2v2 situation now. Velo gets Astra. It's 2v2. Spike is gonna be planted. Oh, and Gaming with Blocks going crazy for Baraboo. Wow. Just piling through all of Reedsburg's defense. Just picking apart the Beavers right now. Wow. Just absolute dominance we're seeing from Gaming with Blocks to start this out. And he's taking those blocks and he's throwing them all around the battlefield against Reedsburg. Wow. He's like Oprah Winfrey. You get to be dead. You get to be dead. You all get to be dead. This is Gaming with Blocks popping off early here. It's round 4 begins. Interesting crosshair that Swaggy Avery's rocking there. Universe's fake is gonna get one. There's nothing fake about that kill though.
Take this. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Neon walls are gonna go. Swaggy is gonna have the 6 of Universe. Harbor Barrier is gonna go up. That's gonna block off the B site entirely. And Swaggy is going to go to the B site where no member is at. No member of the Thunderbirds, that is. Gaming not going to see his flank. Universe with a big kill. Doggos Rock, though, is going to shut down Universe.
Spike planted.
As he finishes this round with 2 kills. Spike's going to be planted. 3v2. Oh, Zorp doesn't watch his flank. Reedsburg might be able to get on the board here. Doggo's rock on the other side of the map near the defender's sight spawn. He has to get all the way over to the B side. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Harbor Wall's going up for separation. Doggo's rock running out of time. He sees Astra. Fires some shots. He's not going to win the fights as Astra puts the Beavers on the board, and they're within 2. That's exactly what Reedsburg needed to just find something that works. That's going to be the theme of this game for both of these teams, is they know each other. Not all the players that played in the Week 6 matchup aren't probably present for this matchup, but most of them are. So each side is going to know what the other person is going to try and do here. Reedsburg going to have to do their best to counter whatever Baraboo throws at them, and vice versa for the Thunderbirds. You see Brimstone smoke coming out for some separation. Reedsburg is going to shift. They're going to look to rotate over to A, but Zorp is going to be in Garden. And we're going to see Gaming with blocks on the rafters. Oh, didn't see Zorp for a second. He was able to recuperate fast enough. Oh, it doesn't see Gaming with blocks. That's a huge pick for Avery. Paul going to be planting, and another advantage for Reedsburg here. Can they hold it together, though? That's going to be the main question mark for this team.
Flooding them.
Cranky's going to go in through tree. He doesn't know that Dead is going to be there. 2 Harbor Walls up near the rafters. Waiting for them to clear out. Timer is going to be ticking. Velo's going to be blinded. So is Cranky. Cranky is going to see King Paul. He's going to pick him off. Wallbang gets 2. Dead's going to get dogged. Oh, and the defuse from Cranky. Velo going to get dead. Astra is going to get Velo. Oh, and Cranky is going to get the defuse off. And Baraboo wins round 5, and he gets the kill for the insult to injury, finishing with a 3K. Wow. Masterfully done by the Thunderbirds. That's gotta feel so satisfying to get that defuse off in a situation like that, a very crucial and high pressure situation. That's how I feel every time I do it in Rainbow Six Siege. Now, it's not Valorant, but it's the same concept of game. The objective is the same, except the game itself is very, very different. Velo is going to get Universe already. That's going to be a good pick for the Thunderbirds. Maybe going to be blinded. He's still going to get Astra, though. Wow. Impressive. He's going to get King Paul. Velo. Swaggy Avery. Look out now. Baraboo looking to do some damage. Dead's going to get one with the sniper. Zorp's going to be on the rotate. Zorp going to see Dead. Zorp going to switch to the Stinger. Dead's going to have the sniper. It's holding on the line of sight. Zorp throwing multiple wingmen near the direction of Dead. Dead misses the shot with the sniper. Wingman, oh, he gets sniped. Dead's going to be concussed. He's going to strafe away.
30 seconds left.
He's going to find another. That's going to be a 3K. He's got 25 seconds. Does not have the spike, though. Going to try and jolt away here. Doesn't have much time. He might have to force pick the last remaining members of the Thunderbirds. And even then,
10 seconds left.
He's a whole alleyway away from both of them. The timer is just going to run out here. It looks like Baraboo is going to win round 6, and they are. All right, Reedsburg is going to have to do some more work here. time before the split, it's pretty much been all Baraboo's game, except for that one round that Reedsburg mustered up that got them their win. And it got them on the board so they wouldn't be shut out in this matchup. But they're going to have to do a lot more than that. They're going to have to find a way to shut down. Oh! They're not going to find the way there. Universe is going to get cranky. Right, Doggo's Rock shutting down Universe. They need to shut down Doggo and Gaming. Right, because both of those players are causing the most problems for Reedsburg right now. Doggo has been exceptional with his flank playing. He's going to get concussed, however. Orbital Strike's coming out. Gaming with blocks is going to get Avery. He's going to get 2.
Spike down B.
Astra's the last remaining member. Zorp's going to see him. Oh, Astra's going to win that fight, actually. Belo's going to look to rush. Astra. The Hawk is going to blind one. He's inside the smoke. Might want to back out.
Turret out.
Turn's going to go up. No one's going to see it, though. That smoke cloud is still there. 35 seconds on the clock. Again, Baraboo just playing it patient here, just letting the clock run out. That's a smart strategy. Astra's going to get below. Oh, he can't get Gaming with blocks as he gets a 3K again. Gaming with blocks, and it's Doggo's Rock is doing the work for this Thunderbirds team. So they're trying to keep their confidence here. They're trying to move on to the quarterfinals to take on either Mount Horeb or West Salem. And don't worry, before this stream's conclusion, I will update you on what has happened with the playoff brackets. If you're just tuning in now, though, this is the first round playoff stream for the spring 2023 Valorant season, consisting of number 9 seed Baraboo Thunderbirds taking on number 8 seed Reedsburg Beavers. This is a grudge match from week 6. In that week 6 matchup, Baraboo beat Reedsburg 13-9. Currently, Baraboo has 6, and Reedsburg has 1. Heading into round 8. Doggo's still going to be playing the B-side. Astra's going to pick Zorp.
Target's destroyed. I've got your trail. I'm out of here.
Universe, is he going to see Doggo? No, he's not. Just not watching for the flank there. Huge mistake by Universe.
Blinded. Here.
Frankie's going to ping. He's going to get Swaggy. Belo's going to get King Paul.
Spike down.
Doggo's Rock going to get Astra. All the members of the Beavers were clumped up. And that's not good. Near main, and that did not work out at all for the Beavers as Doggo's Rock finishes with the 3K. And Baraboo is slowly but surely running away with this one. They only need 6 rounds to win. And Reedsburg has not put a point on the board since round 4. That is a cause for concern if you're the Beavers right now. They're going to need to find a way to win more rounds before the role swap, or else this one might be finished early. Velo's going to be playing main. Run. King Paul's looking for some detainment. Pick up anybody. Oh, but he finds Gaming with blocks. Unfortunately, he was not ready for that encounter. Just like Santino Morello was not ready to get eliminated within seconds in the Royal Rumble way back when. Oh, he gets a second pick. He's going to try for a third. David is going to run away.
Smoke.
It's a 3v3 now in favor of no one. And Spike's going to be planted. Universe is going to hold down the line of sight. Dead is going to get Zorp. I think it's going to be in the defender side spawn. Gaming is gonna get Universe. He's gonna get a 3K.
Hawk out.
Cranky's gonna blind the remaining 2 members. And Gaming's gonna defuse. Cranky's gonna get 1. He's gonna get 2. And Baraboo is gonna win a round 9. Wow. Baraboo came to play today. They're putting the thunder in Thunderbirds. Wow.
Girl out, would ya?
Turret out.
Hawk out. Blinded.
Cranky's gonna immediately blind a few members of the Beavers. Neon Wall's gonna go up. Oh, Cranky's gonna get all kinds of disoriented. Universe gets that kill, but Gaming is still going off right now. He's gonna get 3. Not even 30 seconds into the round, and Gaming already has 3 lives claimed. He might have a 4th. No, he's not gonna get it. King Paul and Dead combine for 2 picks, making it a 2v2. Velo aggressive on the sniper. Dead's gonna go and plant.
Blocking sight.
Throw up 2 smokes. Doggo and Velo are gonna be on rafters.
Placing sentry. Oh, turret down.
Doggo is gonna sense where Dead is gonna be at.
1 enemy remaining.
Velo is gonna get King Paul. Gonna pick up the Vandal. Smart play. Oh, Dead is gonna get Velo. Doggo's rock. And Dead. Dead. Jiggling around here. We're gonna see what he's gonna do.
Imagine if I
Doggo's gonna go for the defuse. Dead's not gonna get him. Bolts up. Oh, Doggo's not gonna win the fight, but the timer's gonna go out. A clutch by Dead, and Reedsburg back on the board. A much needed round win, but they're still down 6. Huge deficit to make up. They stalled just enough in order to get that win.
Turret out.
And this is something that Reedsburg needs to build upon. Maybe play the rounds a little bit more cleanly than what they just did, because if there was more time left on that clock, I think Baraboo would have been able to defuse that. But luckily for Reedsburg, things worked out in their favor. That's not always going to be the case, especially right now in this matchup. In terms of the score, Or could be firing into the wall here. He's gonna look for a wall bang. I'm not sure if he's gonna get it. He's gonna get concussed. The Universe coming up with a strategy with Neon. Wow. Shock absorbed you in oblivion. Excuse me. The Astra's gonna get Doggo.
They will cover. Open up the sky.
King Paul gonna be planting. Orbital Strike comes down. King Paul still gonna plant. Gaming trying to shoot. Oh, he gets one. Swaggy's gonna pick off Gaming. That's a huge pick for Reedsburg.
Spike planted. Last player
King's gonna blind
standing.
Velo. Avery's gonna get cranky.
I suggest you move.
Velo's gonna have to here. Oh, he's gonna get Astra. The 1v2 situation, but the timer is ticking. And this might be the strategy that Reedsburg is gonna go with here. Just planting and staying back, waiting for the timer to go out to the point where Velo or any member of Baraboo cannot defuse it successfully within time. Velo shooting some projectiles, gets a 3K, goes invisible, gets 4. Is he gonna clutch?
Don't rush me.
It's gonna be close, and he's actually gonna get it off. No way that just happened. Velo from Baraboo. Wow. Unbelievable.
Last round in the half.
Absolutely magical. Velo with the play of the century for the Thunderbirds. A 4K and a clutch defuse. Man, I know in that situation I would be shaking. So that's pretty impressive that they held that F key down for so long, or whatever key he binded diffusing. that long in that situation with so little time. Just very impressive. Oh, and he just gets sniped. Wow. Not a good start to the preceding round for Mr. Velo, but it doesn't matter though, as he got the clutch. Dead is just fed up at this point, taking out all of his aggression. Zorp's gonna get Astra, the Bulldog, or the Judge.
Get him, Wingman.
Wingman was not gonna go into the market area. He decided to go the other way. Cranky's gonna get King
down
Paul.
mid.
The 3v2 in favor of Reedsburg. So I'm just sitting near the defender side spawn. All members of Reedsburg collectively going to the A site. And that's going to be their letter of the day. As Spike's going to be planted by Dead.
Here.
Cranky is going to go through Rafters. Zorp is going to go through Garden. He's going to see one. He's not going to get Universe's fake. Door is going to be sealed. Gonna break the door, and Dead is going to stick it to Zorp, landing him right in the ground, and Reedsburg wins their third round and the side switch. So we'll see Baraboo on attack, only needing 4 round wins. We're going to see Reedsburg on defense, needing 10 round wins.
Let's see how it goes.
Alright, round 13 set to begin. Let's see what Reedsburg tends to do here. Immediately blinding Swaggy. Gonna back up into the smoke, gets blinded. Man, he could not do a single thing. Reedsburg not playing any games any longer. Gonna get caught in the Swamp Grenade though. Astra's gonna get Velo. Universe gonna get Doggo. Gaming's gonna get Dead. It's a 3v3 situation. Universe is gonna get Gaming. That's a big pick. He's been the star-studded player for the Thunderbirds. It's a 3v2 in favor of Reedsburg. Looks like Baraboo's gonna shift towards the A site. Gonna go mid-courtyard now. It's going to be a foot race. Astra rotating from the defender site spawn to Rafters all the way to the A site.
Blinded.
Hawk is going to blind members of Baraboo. Zorp plant.
Last player standing.
Universe going to get a 3K. Zorp the last one. Doesn't see Astra. Still gets the kill. It's a 1v2 situation. Universe not going to get him either. And Zorp, oh, he's not going to clutch it up. And Reedsburg is going to win round 13. Reedsburg going to win round 13. As you can hear the bickering in the background, that is Park. They just finished up their practice as they did not have a match. As I previously mentioned, Greenfield had to forfeit as they only had 3 players on their active roster. And Park didn't want to play a 3v5 as they deemed it unfair and not fun. So they will take the advancement to the quarterfinals and await their opponent, which will either be Sheboygan North or WIHSEA South come May 30th.
Placing swarm grenade. Alarm bot out. Placing swarm grenade.
Alright, round 14 set to begin. Astra gets smoked out to an oblivion. Can't see a single thing.
Blinded.
Swaggy Avery is going to get one. Astra is going to get one as well using the Bulldog. He's going to get 2. Oh, he can't get 3. Luckily, Dead is there to follow up. Douglas Rock hiding down, but King Paul is going to finish him off. A little bit of Killjoy on Killjoy crime. Reedsburg within 4 now.
It's only life or death.
Couple of good round wins for Reedsburg, getting themselves back into this matchup. This is exactly what the Beavers need, as they're seeking revenge. The main storyline of this matchup. Grudge match, higher stakes, winner go home.
Placing sentry.
Still in sight.
Milo's gonna get concussed. He's not gonna be able to do much of anything. Doggo's Rock is gonna plant. Milo trying to shoot through the floor. He's not gonna find anybody. Spike is gonna be planted. It's gonna get messy up there in the rafters. I can already feel it. Spike Avery's gonna get Doggo. Cranky gets 2 on the board. Wow. He's gonna get a 3rd.
One enemy remaining.
Milo's gonna claim Astra's life, and he's also gonna claim dead. And Baraboo wins round 15, and they need only 3 to walk out of here victorious. And Reedsburg, they're gonna have to win consecutive rounds in order to keep pace with Baraboo, because as I previously mentioned, Thunderbirds only need 3 rounds to walk out of here victorious to move on. Universe is gonna get gaming, as I say that. Oh, he's looking to get 2 more. Can't do it. Sort picks off Universe. Craigie claims the life of King.
I've got your trail.
Doggo's Rock is gonna be planting.
Spike planted.
Swaggy's gonna get 1. That's gonna be Milo. Trying to get 2. Cranky's gonna get a wallbang.
You should
Dead
run.
and Astra on the board. Dead's gonna get blinded. Astra
Remaining.
trying to get Doggo's Rock's not able to. It's a 1v1 situation. Dead gonna rush. He's gonna get Doggo's Rock. Can he get the defuse off in time? I think he's gonna have enough time to do it. Reedsburg with a sense of urgency wins round 60. Back within 4. They just got to keep the momentum on their side. They can't let Baraboo do what they want at this point. They cannot afford it.
Placing sentry.
Looks like we're gonna see a B or an A site push, excuse me, from Baraboo. We're gonna see a 2-1-2 setup. Ed was gonna go up trying to pick somebody off with those knives. All the members of Reedsburg circling around that A site. Now they're gonna be separating again. It looks like Baraboo's gonna slowly rotate towards the B site. None other than Gaming with Blocks leading the charge, of course. Going into lobby. Now going to main.
Launching smoke.
Gaming's gonna watch some smoke. Cranky. Big pick on the Universe.
Here.
Got one.
King Paul's gonna get one with a Swamp Grenade. Swaggy's gonna get Cranky. King Paul is not gonna win the fight against Gaming, though. 3v3 situation. Gaming at 15 HP.
30 seconds left.
No availability to heal at all. Thorpe's gonna get Swaggy. That's gonna be huge.
Turret down. Spike's down.
Astra's gonna get Gaming. It's a 2v2 situation. Swamp Grenade's gonna be placed.
Last player
Doggo gonna get
standing.
disoriented 2v1. Thorpe the last member. Astra's gonna be defusing. Wingman's gonna disorient dead. Astra is gonna get the defuse off in Reedsburg within 3. Just sneaking by again. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, at one point this matchup was 7-1 Baraboo. Let me just say that real quick.
Placing sentry.
Time to hunt.
The time to hunt for not only Astra while she's playing Sky, but for the whole Beavers team.
Wave crashing.
Frankie's gonna get blinded. Universe gonna get velo. They can find a way to get Gaming and Doggo's Rock off the board here. Reedsburg might have another round win. That's easier said than done, though. Astra is gonna get concussed of an Hound. Doggo's Rock is gonna pick off Astra. Thorpe is gonna get Universe. It might be falling apart for Reedsburg here.
Wave crashing.
King Paul and Dead on the rafters. We're gonna see Avery in Garden.
Turret out.
We're gonna see a wingman roaming around like he owns the place.
Here.
Pest on the battlefield, if you will. Dead gonna jolt up in the air. He's gonna see Doggo's Rock.
Last player standing.
And Dead's the last player. Oh! And Cranky and Gaming shut it down and hold it down for the Thunderbirds as they increase their marginal lead to 4 once again, only needing 2 round wins. Reedsburg can only really afford to give up 1 more round here. And again, they need 6 to win, so it's, again, their backs are against the wall right now. They have shown resiliency, though, which is good to see, but it may be too little too late.
Need a drop. Thanks.
The hunt begins.
You should run.
It's gonna jolt. Doggo's Rock is gonna try to get one detained. Pop up the shots. Doggo already planting the spike. He's gonna get it down. Place 2 swamp grenades right next to the spike. Baraboo wants to end this. They want to end it now.
Take this.
Zelo's gonna get dead. We're putting up walls. Not gonna do much of anything. Gaming's gonna get 2 before he gets picked off. Velo's gonna get swaggy. King Ball the last one. Zorp gets him, and Baraboo takes round 19 and only needing 1 more to advance to the quarterfinals. Match point heading into round 20. Astra's Hound is gonna get shot down.
I've got your trail.
He's gonna go up. And a cheeky angle there. It's gonna get peeked by 4 members. Velo's gonna get him. Astra gonna get Zorp. Cranky's gonna get Astra. It's a 4v3 in favor of Baraboo. They're planting, wasting no time.
Spike's down.
Universe gonna get Velo though.
Placing
Swamp grenades are gonna go on the
Placing
spike.
swamp grenade.
Brilliant play. Cranky's gonna get Universe off a wallbang. And there was only 2 remaining, and that's Swaggy, and that's King Ball. Swaggy's gonna attract Doggo's Rock. He's gonna get the pick. It's a 2v2. Winnable situation. Swaggy. He's gonna see Cranky. The orbital strike's gonna come out. Gaming gets Swaggy. It's a 1v1.
Turn out.
As King Paul gonna get this defuse?
Imagine if
He's
I
going
died
for it.
right now. So funny.
Can he get it? No, he cannot. Gaming with blocks clutches up. And Baraboo will be going to the quarterfinals. The Thunderbirds get the job done once again against the Beavers. Valiant effort being put up by the Reedsburg Beavers. Unfortunately, it was not enough to overcome the feat of Baraboo. Congrats on a great season to Reedsburg, though. The MVP of this matchup, none other than Gaming with blocks. Average combat score of 391, 28, 10, and 15 KDA. Econ rating of 108, 0 first blood, 0 plants, and 3 diffuses that were very key. The MVP from Reedsburg, Dead, 17, 15, and 4 for KDA. Average combat score of 251. Econ rating of 85. First bloods 2, plants 3, 1 diffuse. Overall, that was a good matchup to cast. I'm glad that Reedsburg found some resilience and were able to start winning some rounds. I would not have enjoyed casting a 13-1 score for a playoff matchup. So thank you to Reedsburg and Baraboo for being awesome here, making this competitive as possible. All right, let's alt tab here. Screen's gonna stay frozen for a second. Bear with me here. I'm gonna get the website rolling here. I'm gonna show you guys the updated results from the playoff brackets. So we'll go new seed. All right. All right. So we'll go Division 1 first. And Park versus Waukesha South is going to be in the cards. Bayport versus Horlick going to be there as well. Case and Waukesha West. Oak Creek and Watertown. Hey, I was exactly right with the quarterfinal matches. Hey, that's great. Predicted that well. Those will be interesting to see. I definitely think the match of the week for May 30th will be this matchup here. Horlick versus Bayport. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, so that's Division 1. Division 2, West Salem Baraboo. That'll be the quarterfinal matchup that the Baraboo Thunderbirds play next week. Shawano versus Seymour also going to be happening. Grafton still waiting on their opponent. And it's actually West De Pere. Wow. It's a little bit of a shocker there. So West De Pere will be taking on Grafton. And then wow, another upset. Wilmot gonna be taking on Fox Valley. Wow. So my brackets for Division 2 is already busted. Wow. You know, I should have kind of expected Wilmot to win that, but I was just gonna go with the safe pick. All right, and then finally we'll go to Division 3. I might as well show you guys the JV rankings, the final rankings, that is. I'll show that as well before the stream ends. All right, so Division 3 so far, Freedom and Nakusa. All right, so Nakusa wins that matchup. That'll be a quarterfinal matchup. Williams Bay Flambeau has not gone final. Fowlers, though, beat Bonduel. Durand, Arkansas beat Bigfoot. Bruce beat Edgewood. That one was a toss-up. Either team could have won that one. So Division 3 playoff brackets busted. Walden and Watoma will be playing in the quarterfinals as well. All right, and then lastly, we'll go look at the JV standings, the final standings, that is. So, in all, the Bayview Red Cats, no surprise here, on top of the JV conference for Valorant. 8-0 in their first season, and they were testing out the waters. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the water was just fine for them, almost too fine for them, especially for Akimi Yuki, their star player. And second place went to Williams Bay. They were 7-1, and then a big tie for third place. Freedom, Two Rivers, Watertown, Port Washington, Preble, all taking third place with 6-2 records. Pearl Lake JV Gray and Tomahawk JV, both 5-3. Kimberly, Racine, Horlick JV Scarlet, and Union Grove all tied for 10th, 4-4 records. Above or at 500. Below 500, Jefferson Cyber Tigers tied for 13th, 3-5. Valorant JV and Case and Rib Lake tied for 15th. And then finishing it out, Durand, Arkansas 18th, 1-7. Nakusa Lake Mills, both 0-8 as they forfeited their seasons. Alright, with that being said, the stream will now be coming to a conclusion. I'll just hop on the game capture because why not? With that being said, like I said, the stream will be coming to a conclusion. Be sure to tune in next Tuesday for the Spring 2023 Valorant quarterfinals match of the week stream. But for now,